receive some letters?
No. Oh, I received one call.
I think that's what you're at.
I'm not there.
Neither have we.
Okay.
My son is
Oh, perfect.
wife
Like that.
and her family
Okay, so this is live
Oh, you're not live.
vacation
Okay, cool.
there a couple of years ago. And her dad, my daughter-in-law's dad, rented a huge place. And it was really cheap. Butlers, maids, making the meals. You know,
I got a doctor.
I was gonna wear my Hawaiian shirt and white shorts. Try to make you all jealous.
And
Oh, you should have get the golf hat too while you're at it.
Was you just gone?
Yeah, I was,
You look tan.
Yeah.
It was,
on the
Belize is where I had most fun.
And
We
then
snorkeled off the,
about
I
a
didn't know it was the
mile
second
on the west
largest
side,
barrier reef.
Next to the Great Barrier Reef.
Yeah, so.
You own
Where's
the
Kim
building.
at? Where's she at?
You don't
Costa
own
Rica, yeah.
I think
Yeah.
that Randy
So many feet
Brunson,
of
the guy that used to
Yeah.
own Hawkeye Seed,
Mhm.
but,
he's
but you
home
could
there
get
in
them.
Costa Rica.
I mean,
Really?
that's what Bill
My vacations take me to Cleveland.
did a beautiful
I heard
home.
a song about that.
Of course, he's used to
Kenny
California
Chesney or
prices.
something.
He thought about buying a place.
I just know the one from the Drew Carey show with the
It was
Cleveland
just
Rocks. You
too
remember
much
that one?
Yeah.
Friend does, but you know, Bill said that.
No, that's my vacation in May. Is going down to
Well,
my sister's
just
turning
go live in
40,
your
so
place.
I'm gonna road trip it out
And
there for her birthday.
apparently, there's no real law that can kick him out or will kick him out.
Until you go back out there.
Yeah, which fascinated me.
Oh, yeah, that's unbelievable.
Sandra snorkeling, getting out, putting her equipment in the kayak, stuck her foot, cut her toe, got infected.
Oh, no.
Swelled up big. And next stop we had on the cruise was Cozumel.
Okay.
And so we're wandering in the streets and there's a pharmacy there. So we go into the pharmacy and believe it or not, amoxicillin, 60 tablets, 500 milligrams for $29. Just,
Yeah.
so she started popping those and life is good again.
Yeah, there's definitely something wrong with their drug prices.
Yeah.
Although the directions of how many to take, the bottle's in Spanish. So I took a picture of it and wrote it down, then put it back in my phone for Google, and it translated it for me
So
to.
there you go. Yep.
It
You
is
know,
fine.
It's just obviously over the top of what inconsistency pharmaceuticals are from country to country.
Oh,
We're good to go, Bill.
Yeah?
Yep.
Welcome, everybody. Hiawatha regular council meeting, March 16th, 2022. Roll call, please.
We start with
Oh.
Pledge of Allegiance. Yeah.
I get that every other
yeah,
time.
I'm not up to that yet.
Okay, here we go.
I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, proper order. Roll call, please.
Jerry Mowinkle,
Here,
Amy Wickendall,
Here.
Rob Archibald, Dick Olson,
here.
Steve Dodson.
Here.
Approval of the agenda.
So second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Approval of the consent agenda.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, citizens input. Would anybody like to approach the mic and talk and speak about anything that's not on the agenda tonight? Feel free to come up, state your name, address. I think we're good there. So we'll roll right on. Reports from council, myself, Kim's basking in the
I
sun,
do.
so
I attended, we didn't have a Crime Stoppers board meeting yesterday. It was canceled. But I did attend the water board as the liaison for the council. A couple of things. They passed a resolution to approve the repairs to well number 7, which is located at 1410 Robbins Road. Last time it was done, it was 2012, so about 10 years ago. And since then, the well has run approximately 15,000 hours and has pumped over 135,616,000 gallons of water.
wow.
Also, they discussed the different percentage scenarios for the rate study. That's going to be brought up next month's meeting. And then thirdly, they had the Iowa Department of Natural Resources came and took a water sample from well number 6 to test for PFAs, which is a pre and polyfluoroalkali. And they did not detect any of those two in the finished water. So no additional monitoring will be required. So
Awesome.
everything, and they're going to post in their newsletter the results of the test.
That's good.
And that's
Yep.
all I have.
Yep, awesome. Anybody else? Anybody? Yeah, you're basking in the sun too. All right, we'll go ahead and close that and we'll move right on to business. Public hearing to consider a request from KNS Investments to rezone lot number 1 of Harnish First Edition in Lynn County, Iowa, from A to C3, amending the zone district map as specified in ordinance 165, section 16517. We'll open the public hearing at 5:31. Would anybody like to step up and speak in behalf of the project? How you doing? Yep. Yep.
Thank you. Hello. Hello.
Yep.
Yeah, thank you.
There you go.
Thank you, Matt.
Thank you. It's good to be back in the city of Hiawatha again. Thank you for your annexation support. We appreciate it. This is the next step, the rezoning to C3, revisiting it again here a few months or about a year and a half later. But I think what's interesting is, you know, the interstate's still there, the exit ramp in the corner we're on is still there. But if there was some doubt, you're kind of seeing the growth kind of move this direction. So I'd be very excited for the city of Hiawatha. I'm excited. It seems like things are going according to plan. I guess what we're asking you here is to validate that we believe C3, especially with the residential growing in that direction, there's some amenities that might be very valuable to the city and the people in that region of town. So I guess I'm asking you for your support for a rezoning for C3 tonight, if you have any questions.
Pretty clear cut. Thank you.
No, pretty clear.
I'm good.
A lot of activity out there. Thanks, Matt.
Thank you.
Okay, I'll take anybody that would like to speak in objection to this. Come on up.
My name is Jim Tannery. I live up in Doddville, and I'm sorry, I couldn't hear what he was saying because maybe the volume was turned down so much. And being a senior, my hearing is not the best.
Okay.
But, you know, I wanted to know what the understanding of what that new zoning would entail
I think
and what could be there and what can't be there. So I'm not familiar with the zoning, and I think my wife and I would like to know.
Okay,
Thank you.
and make sure if you can't hear it, raise your hand so we can.
Well, I
Make
tried to.
Oh, sorry, I didn't notice.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jim. Okay, Pat.
Mr. Mayor, to clarify, a C3 zone is considered a limited highway commercial zone. Generally speaking, it would be office spaces and retail, professional offices such as doctor's offices. It could even include a certain amount of assembly if it all is contained within the building. Generally speaking, all of these requirements have setback and buffer requirements when next to residential property as well. Some of that is already noted on his submittal. If it were to be a C3, there's also the potential that there could be multifamily as part of a planned unit development. So that's generally what we would expect.
Thank you, Pat. Is there anybody else that would like to approach the mic and, you know,
My name is Ken Kirby and I'm in Toddville too. And I'm right downstream from this piece of property. So any water comes down on that property, comes down across my property. And that was my main concern, that they put a bunch of cement on there, I'm going to get a lot more water down.
and which Pat will explain, a lot of that stuff has obviously been addressed in any type of
They do
atmosphere.
holding ponds and all that.
Yep.
Yes, we do.
Yep.
At this point, all we have designated is the drainage area on the lot and the way it drains. When it comes time to actually do the site development, we will review it for stormwater detention and stormwater management. And our city engineer, John Fitch, will take a look at all of that to make sure they retain the water to the existing retention right now.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
That was my concern.
Thank you.
Pat, just a question. You mentioned assembly. Isn't that a conditional use for C3 if somebody wanted to do that?
Councilman, it just depends. It really does depend on what it looks like. If we look at what is in our matrix, there is a place for some of that to occur as long as it's very limited inside of a building. It amounts to what it looks like. So if it's one of those where you're actually manufacturing, that does not fit. But there are some very limited type assembly ones that would go into that. And they are limited to those that don't have noise, hazardous materials, or high flammability. Also, when it gets into outside storage or excessive truck traffic or warehousing, those would not fit in there.
I recall this coming up previously. I just thought it'd be worth clarifying.
Yep.
Thank you.
I want to speak to Mr. Kirby's concern about water. This year I became pretty sensitive to that. I mean, you used to think that dealing with water was pushing it down the block. Well, down the block, if everybody does that down the block, then we have flood problems and it just goes on and on and on. So it's like, not my problem, I'll give it to somebody else. Well, it's all our problem. So I am glad to hear that it will be dealt with and is part of the design going in because we've got to, even in residential lots, we've got to keep the water that we get off of our roofs, not to send it into the sewer system and have future problems on down the line. So I'm sensitive to what you're saying.
Okay, all good conversation. Anything else? Okay, we'll close the public hearing at 5:38. Consider first reading.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Amy Wickendall,
Aye.
Rob Archibald. Oh, I'm sorry. Dick Olson,
Aye.
Steve Dodson,
Aye.
Jerry Moinkle.
Aye.
Consider waiving second and third reading.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Consider adoption.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Dick Olson,
Aye.
Steve Dodson,
Aye.
Jerry Moinkle,
Aye.
Amy Wickendall.
Aye.
All right. Number 9, public hearing to consider approving an annexation moratorium 28E agreement between the cities of Cedar Rapids and Hiawatha.
So moved.
Second.
You need,
Oh, we gotta
Oh,
open
oh,
the.
it's a
public hearing.
Open the
public hearing. Sorry.
Oh, it's a, yes.
It's a public hearing. Yep. So we'll start that at 5:39. And anything in the mail?
We received one comment from a Cindy Golding. It was very complimentary of the city of Hiawatha, has no objection to the annexation moratorium agreement. And she said when they are ready to annex into the city of Hiawatha, they will be more than pleased to do so because the city has done exactly what they said they would do.
Perfect.
Nice.
Yeah.
Love those.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And that's pretty complimentary coming from her because
Yes, it
way
is.
back when.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'm glad to hear that.
Okay. Anybody in the audience like to speak in favor of an
Well,
annexation
More of a
agreement?
question. Daniel
Okay.
Hoffman, for the record, Hiawatha. At some point, will we see a map showing the line?
I think we're due to
We
do a
do-
new one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I have one.
Oh,
Okay.
Yep.
Was trying to
Can we-
look in the packets and that for a bit and hadn't seen a map, just the legal description.
can you, is it
The
possible
line
to put
is-
it on the,
The line is essentially north of the center line of Tower Terrace Road and east of Feather Ridge Road.
This wasn't in the packet.
Okay.
it was.
yeah.
I remember.
They added it afterwards.
Oh, they did. Oh, I looked at it. Yeah, no, it's, it makes sense, all things considered.
Would anybody like to speak in objection of the 2080 agreement? Okay, if not, we'll close the public hearing. Oh, there it is.
It is an excellent agreement.
You know, we obviously back in the day didn't have this kind of relationship,
We did not.
and some things didn't really go right. So this, I'm happy with all of our boundaries.
And
Back in the day, there were people requesting to annex Hiawatha, Players Ferry, where Walmart and that are.
Yep.
And people know.
Yep. Good things
Wish I'd have
happening.
been around.
All right, we're closing the public hearing at 5:42, and consider resolution authorizing 2080 agreement from annexation moratorium between the city of Cedar Rapids and Hiawatha.
so moved.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Dick Olson,
Aye.
Steve Dodson.
Aye.
Jerry Moinkle,
Aye.
Amy Wickendall.
Aye.
Number 10, public hearing to consider the FY 2023 budget, and we'll open that public hearing at 5:43. Receive anything in the mail?
No, we not.
Anybody in the audience like to speak in behalf of the public FY 23 budget? If not,
Kudos
good-
to Cindy.
good job, Cindy.
A lot of work.
Keep squeezing, keep squeezing.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll close the public hearing at 5:44. Consider resolution approving the FY 2023 budget.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Steve Dodson,
Aye.
Jerry Moinkle,
Aye.
Amy Wickendall,
Aye.
Dick Olson.
Aye.
Number 11, public hearing on the authorization of a loan agreement in the issuance of not to exceed $3,615,000 general obligation capital loan notes of the city of Hiawatha, state of Iowa, for essential corporate purposes, and providing for publication of notice thereof. And we'll start that public hearing at 5:44. Anything in the mail?
No.
Okay. Anybody got anybody want to come to the podium and talk about the loan that we'll be taking? If not, we'll close the public hearing at 5:44. A, consider resolution instituting procedures to take additional action for the issuance of not to exceed $3,615,000 general obligation capital loan notes.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion?
Did the Fed changing the interest rate change our interest rates on this borrowing?
No. We went.
I'm sorry, we have not sold the bond yet. That won't,
Well, we anticipate the interest rates probably going up then.
I would anticipate that it's a change, yeah.
Okay.
Sell it quick. We had a first and a second, so roll call.
Jerry Moinkle,
Aye.
Amy Wickendall,
Aye.
Dick Olson,
Aye.
Steve Dodson.
Aye.
Number 12, public hearing on authorization of a loan agreement and the issuance of not to exceed 266,000 general obligation capital loan notes for the city of Hiawatha, state of Iowa, for incidental corporate purposes and providing the publication of notice thereof. And we'll start that public hearing at 5:45. Do we receive anything in the mail?
No.
Nothing in the mail. Perfect. Anybody want to speak in behalf of this note? I don't think so. So we'll close the public hearing at 5:45. Consider resolution instituting proceedings to take additional action for the issuance of not to exceed 266,000 general obligations capital loan notes.
So move.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Amy Wickendall,
Aye.
Dick Olson,
Aye.
Steve Dodson,
Aye.
Jerry Moinkle.
Aye.
Number 13, public hearing on the authorization of a loan agreement and the issuance of not to exceed 444,000 general obligation capital loan notes for the city of Hiawatha, state of Iowa, for general corporate purposes and providing for publication of notice thereof. And we'll start that public hearing at 5:47. Receive anything in the mail?
No.
No news is good news. Anybody in the audience? Okay, we're going to close the public hearing at 5:47. And we're going to move on to consider resolution instituting proceedings to take additional action for the issuance of not to exceed 444,000 general obligation capital loan notes.
So move.
Second.
You can have it.
Roll call, please.
Dick Olson,
Aye.
Steve Dodson,
Aye.
Jerry Moinkle,
Aye.
Amy Wickendall.
Aye.
Number 15, CDBG housing rehab.
And we just got 14.
Number 14.
Oh, sorry. Let's do 14. Number 14, consider resolution authorizing the issuance of 3,100,000 general obligations loan, capital loan notes, series 2022, and levy of tax for payment thereof. I want to skip that one.
So moved.
Second.
Second. Discussion? Roll call, please.
Dick Olson,
Aye. Aye.
Steve Dodson,
Aye.
Jerry Moinkle,
Aye.
Amy Wickendall.
Aye.
Now, number 15, CDBG Housing Rehab, 303 First Avenue. A, consider resolution approving contractor change order number 1 for 303 First Avenue in connection with the CDBG Housing Rehab.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call.
Steve Dodson,
Aye.
Jerry Moinkle,
Aye.
Amy Wickendall,
Aye.
Dick Olson.
Aye.
And B, consider resolution approving contractor change order number 2 for 303 First Avenue in connection with the CDBG Housing Rehab.
So moved. Second.
Roll call.
Jerry Moinkle,
Aye.
Amy Wickendall,
Aye.
Dick Olson,
Aye.
Steve Dodson.
Aye.
C, consider resolution approving contractor partial payment number 1 for 303 First Avenue in connection with the CDBG Housing Rehab.
So move.
Second.
Roll call.
Amy Wickendall,
Aye.
Dick Olson,
Aye.
Steve Dodson,
Aye.
Jerry Moinkle.
Aye.
Number 16, consider resolution fixing date April 6th, 2022, 5:30 PM for a public hearing on the proposal of enter into a development agreement with Hiawatha Properties LLC 2102 and 2112 Robbins Road.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion?
Keep
Roll call.
Putting them
A
up.
couple nice buildings,
Yeah.
yeah. Roll call.
Dick Olson,
Aye.
Steve Dodson.
Aye.
Jerry Moinkle,
Aye.
Amy Wickendall.
Aye.
Number 17, consider resolution fixing date April 6, 2022, 5:30 PM for a public hearing on a proposal to enter into a development agreement with Industrial Avenue LLC, 1408 Industrial Avenue.
So move.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call.
Dick Olson,
Aye.
Steve Dodson,
Aye.
Jerry Moinkle,
Aye.
Amy Wickendall.
Aye.
Number 18, consider resolution fixing date April 6th, 2022 at 5:30 PM for a public hearing on a proposal entered into a development agreement with Longfellow Square LC at 1063 Longfellow Drive.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call.
Steve Dodson,
Aye.
Jerry Moinkle,
Aye.
Amy Wickendall,
Aye.
Dick Olson.
Aye.
Number 19, consider resolution supporting recognition of Arbor Day on April 23rd, 2022.
So move.
Second.
Roll call.
Jerry Moinkle,
Aye.
Amy Wickendall,
Aye.
Dick Olson,
Aye.
Steve Dodson.
Aye.
Number 20, Public Works Department backhoe replacement. A, review bids. Anybody got those in front of them?
I got the one, but oh yeah, here we go. So review bids, Martin Equipment, $120,954. Titan Machinery, $116,221.
There you go. And any other discussion?
Rod, you got some real good use out of that. What, you went about 4 years beyond normal?
Good job, Rod. Okay. We had a first and second? We did?
Not yet.
I'll
yet?
make a motion for, I believe, the Titan Machinery, 116,221.
That's what I want to hear.
Second.
Roll call.
Jerry Moinkle,
Aye.
Amy Wickendall,
Aye.
Dick Olson,
Aye.
Steve Dodson.
Aye.
C, consider resolution authorizing the sale of a 2006 New Holland backhoe.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? What will that thing bring, Rod? You got any idea?
Yeah, you said about 20. 15,000.
About 20? Okay.
That's good.
I bet I might surprise you in today's economy. You know? Yep. Roll call, please.
Amy Wickendall,
Aye.
Dick Olson,
Aye.
Steve Dodson,
Aye.
Jerry Moinkle.
Aye.
Number 21, consider resolution approving the professional services agreement with Shive Hattery for 10th Avenue Improvements Project.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call.
Dick Olson,
Aye.
Steve Dodson,
Aye.
Jerry Moinkle,
Aye.
Amy Wickendall.
And,
Oh, aye.
Gotcha.
She did.
and number 22, placement of items for next work agenda, work session, agenda, whatever. Anybody got anything?
Nope. This has been such a
Going
fun,
so fast. That
I
it's
know.
just, ain't this great?
this has been such a fun meeting. I almost hate to adjourn it.
But that was a request, right? Do we have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
We are adjourned at 5:55.
Good job going through all those public hearings.
Yeah.
Keep on rolling.
Hey, Rod, you good job with the street. Good job with the street sweeper.
I bought 2 pens. What the heck?
Hit my garage when you get a chance.
Yeah, those are really good questions.
Driveway and garage. Both.
Yeah, my garage is full of sand too.
I think we can breathe. Thank you. I don't know all the way.
Oh, gosh,
Hey,
no.
Councilor Olson.
Yes, I took a chance.
I kept an eye on it, but nobody was there.
Yeah, there's a